As the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky with a palette of vibrant colors, a group of older gentlemen found themselves in the midst of a life-changing experience. Their once mundane lives had been thrust into the exciting world of hot wives, thanks to an unexpected twist of fate that they never could have predicted. It all began when Harold, a retired banker who spent his days quietly reading newspapers and gardening, stumbled upon an advertisement for an exclusive event at a local upscale restaurant. It promised a night filled with sultry conversation, tantalizing music, and the company of young, beautiful women hotwives who were looking for older gentlemen to share their passion. Eager to break out of his routine and explore something new, Harold decided to attend this intriguing gathering. As he arrived at the restaurant that evening, he found himself surrounded by a sea of curious faces, all of them just as eager to see what the night would bring. The hostess greeted him with a warm smile, leading him into a room filled with plush chairs, dim lighting, and the intoxicating scent of expensive perfume. The air was thick with anticipation as men of various ages chatted nervously amongst themselves. Suddenly, the lights dimmed, and a sultry voice announced that it was time for the hotwives to make their entrance. As if on cue, the door creaked open, and before them stood a line of stunning women, the hotwives each one more captivating than the last. As Harold scanned the room, he noticed that many of his fellow attendees were already paired up with their chosen hotwife. He sighed, feeling a pang of loneliness in the sea of happy couples. Just as he was about to give up hope and leave the event early, fate intervened once again. A particularly striking young woman dressed in an elegant black gown caught Harold's eye. She possessed fiery red hair that framed her face like a halo and eyes as green as emeralds. Intrigued by her beauty, Harold mustered his courage to approach her. "Excuse me," he said softly. "Would you be open to the idea of spending time with an older gentleman? I promise I'll do my best to make this an experience you won't forget." The hotwife hesitated for a moment, but something in Harold's kind eyes must have caught her interest. She agreed to accompany him on one condition. He had to be completely open and honest about his desires and boundaries. As they spent the night talking, dancing, and exploring their connection, they found that they shared more than just physical attraction. They discovered a deep emotional bond between them, something neither of them expected when they first entered this peculiar event. Over time, the hotwives' influence began to extend beyond these intimate gatherings. They began hosting workshops and retreats for older gentlemen who were looking for new experiences or companionship. Through their guidance, these men learned to embrace change, step out of their comfort zones, and enjoy life in ways they never thought possible. And so it was that this twist of fate led Harold and his newfound community of hotwives to not only invigorate their own lives, but also help others find renewed purpose and excitement in their twilight years. As time went on, the bond between Harold and his red-headed companion grew stronger, blossoming into a genuine love that transcended the boundaries of age and circumstance. They began to explore new passions together, finding joy in traveling, trying out different cuisines, and learning about art and culture. Their lives had been forever changed by this unexpected connection, and they were grateful for every moment spent side by side. News of their unconventional relationship soon spread throughout the hotwives community, inspiring others to seek out connections with older gentlemen who shared their zest for life. The once taboo subject became more widely accepted and celebrated, giving rise to a whole new chapter in these women's lives, a time where they could embrace change, love, and companionship in equal measure. In turn, the older gentlemen found that the energy and passion of these hotwives breathed new life into their own hearts. They learned to appreciate each moment, taking risks and seizing opportunities they once thought were reserved for the young and uninhibited. Together, Harold and his red-headed companion, along with their fellow hotwives and older gentlemen friends, created a community where age was just a number, a place where love and adventure could be found at any stage of life. The end.